never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy Dan, and this is your Monday Night Raw review for December 9th, 2024. I was entertained, but this was nothing but a build for Saturday main event. Just saying. They're building this show for Saturday better than any PLE they have in the last 6 months. I'm not fucking kidding. They've almost promoted this thing better than WrestleMania. I'm not kidding you. And that's what tonight was just a continuation of building on to that for Saturday. SmackDown's going to be the same thing. So, let's get to this review. I do not want to keep you guys out here all night. It's late, and I got to go to work in the morning. We start the night off with Gunther coming to the ring. Finn and the Judgment Day come down to the ring. Gunther doesn't really think Finn deserves the thing. He says, "You're not on my level." He goes, "You were the best in the world for one night. You were the very first Universal Champion. Ever since then, you haven't quite came back from it." That was 7 years ago. It's kind of weird though. It's been 7 years since the Universal title was debuted. And we've had the Undisputed for about, a year? A little over a year now. So that title only lasted about 6 years, which is not bad for a title. But at the same time, thank God it's gone. He said, "I actually had to give somebody who deserved it." And he looked over at Dominic. And that Finn didn't like that shit. They're doing this thing about Dom. They keep throwing these subtle hints. And WWE is very good at this. Triple H is very good at this. Dom's about to be a major player. He may not be like a threat, but he's going to get his hands on that title one way or another. It's coming. Then the best in the world dig. That was at CM Punk. Foreshadowing. Tell me something's going to happen without telling me something's going to happen. Well, this didn't last too long. Damian Priest came down to beat the shit out of Finn Balor in the Judgment Day. And then Finn got him, threw him in the ring, and then Gunther started beating the hell out of Damian Priest. Then the Judgment Day took out both of them. Gunther's on the outside of the ring, standing there as Finn Balor gives Damian Priest about 5 coup de grace. And then he holds up both titles. Finn's not winning this belt. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. In the back, you had Adam Pearce basically say, everything's good. So I just got done talking to Gunther. And Saturday, it's going to be Finn Balor versus Gunther. And Finn's like, yeah. He goes, versus Damian Priest. And Finn's eyes like, Urgh. And then he's like, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. I can take them both out at one time. So all good. He goes, oh yeah, and by leading by example as a champion, I need to talk to you about that. So Monday, you and McDonough are gonna defend your titles against the War Raiders. Have a good night. And he goes, by the way, Judgment Day, all of you are banned from ringside. Have a good night, and walks away. Finn a little pissy. Liv's like, hey, you got any advice for us? Finn's like, I'm a little bit preoccupied. I'll be back. And the camera keeps looking at Dom, and Dom just sitting there, and he's plotting. Then we had the probably second worst match of the night. Last week, Karrion Kross challenged the Wyatt Six for an 8-man tag match. And this went less than 7 minutes. I am not fucking kidding. It lasted 7 minutes. And Final Testament won against the Wyatt Six. Paul Heyman came back, threw some dust into Bo Dallas' eyes. Karrion Kross got the pin. They took off. The Miz and Final Testament won this match. We've been going on this storyline for a while now. And everything that they've been throwing at the Wyatts for the last 2 or 3 months has not stuck, and I'm wondering if this is a failed experiment. And I don't think it's really Bo Dallas's fault or the Wyatt's fault. I just think it's the created for WWE. Vince McMahon, as shitty as a human being he was really good at that supernatural or that off the wall booking storytelling. Very good about it. Triple H, Paul Levesque, he's more reality based. Excuse me. Very reality based. Vince was into characters. Goldust, Stardust, Undertaker, Kane, the Hurricane. Even The Rock was a character. Mankind, Cactus Jack. These were all characters. Wyatt was a Triple H thing. Bray Wyatt. The Fiend was a Vince thing with Bray. I'm just saying. Triple H is more reality based than he is the supernatural. So I don't think these writers are going to do any justice to this Bray universe. And I don't want to say we need to kill it, but we need to get serious about it instead of making it. They're turning them into a joke. And I don't think that's good for the legacy of Bray Wyatt, because I am a Bray Wyatt fan and I have personal stories with him. Personal story with Bray. But I think they need to go back to the drawing board and take the Wyatts seriously as a real major threat. I know it's kind of hard right this second, but something needs to give with this whole program. Let's cut away from that. Next in the back, we got a interview with CM Punk, my guy, Phillip Brooks. And the first question Jackie Redmond asked him was, what is the favor? Punk smiles, laughs. He goes, I've known Paul for a very, very long time. That's something that's between me and him. And when it's time for people to know, they know. But right now, we're going to keep that just between us. And she's like, okay, that's fair. She goes, then let's talk about the other elephant in the room, Seth Rollins. And then Punk goes into this almost Freudian kind of storytelling. You kind of wish that he was in the ring with the mic, so that way he could sit Indian style and tell a story. He tells a story about a young 17-year-old Seth Rollins, Tyler Black, coming to him, asking him to train him to become a professional wrestler. Punk goes, there's one little aspect of that he always leaves out to tell people. He wanted me to do it for free. Nothing's free. He goes, I helped Seth Rollins with his career. I got Seth Rollins to the main roster. Seth Rollins' name was on a list of people that they were going to fire. He goes, I saved Seth's career. Things happened. I left. And he stepped out from my shadows. And he became very talented, very successful young man. Some things have been said here and there in our relationship. He goes, I'm not going to go into detail of that. He goes, I don't want anything to do with him. But if you come to me with a fight, I'm going to fight. And that's basically all Phil meant with it. Basically, he doesn't want anything to do with Seth Rollins, which he said last Monday. You don't have anything I want. I don't think about you. Which is a great thing. Next, we have Liv Morgan versus Dakota Kai, and this match fucking sucked. I don't know what it's been since Dakota Kai's come back. I do not see the specialty in her. She's in the tournament, but she's fighting Liv Morgan tonight, and Liv has done a great job. She has come leaps and bounds with everyone. When Rhea Ripley got hurt, she stepped up to the plate, and she filled those shoes with her character, her in-ring work, and her storytelling, and she's done a phenomenal job. Dakota Kai's back from injury. I don't understand why we're pushing Dakota Kai. She made a couple botches, but so did Liv. It happens, but there's no point to this. But But, Liv won, and then the PFC, the Pure Fusion Collective, the chicks with dictionaries, come down and they decide to take out Dakota Kai. Okay. Damage control comes down. Kairi Sane and Io Sky. Kairi Sane does her little top move, jumps onto everybody. Io Sky's inside the thing. She's doing her thing, and then all of a sudden, Liv gets her. They're fighting for the Women's Championship Saturday. So this was just another build. Liv stands tall once again. We cut back to a backstage or a vignette of Drew McIntyre, and he said that when he left, Hell in a Cell was probably one of the worst matches he's ever had in his career, and he gave out due to blood loss. He's blaming his defeat against CM Punk on blood loss. Fucking epic. Love it. But he gives a reason why he attacked Sammy and Jay. He admits to taking out Jay Uso. Awesome. We got a little fucking information packet right there. Basically, he's saying, they went running back to Roman. Sammy didn't get an apology. Jay didn't get an apology. Jimmy, nothing. They just all fell back in line and knew their place. He goes, at least Phil got something out of the deal. Talking about Punk. And do I think Drew's done with Punk? No, I think he's done for right now. Not sure if they actually buried the hatchet or not, but, And it was a great thing. Then we saw the New Day, and it just doesn't sound right after last week. And they're coming through the back, and they're trying to fist bump people and say hello to people, and everyone's giving them the cold shoulder. And they're not understanding this. Then we cut to Cody Rhodes coming to Adam Pearce's office, and he looks at both of them, and he goes, I've known for both of you for a very long time. He goes, Kofi, I started my career with you. I was like, yeah. He goes, Xavier, I've known you since high school. He goes, both of you should be ashamed of yourselves. Kofi's like, what the fuck? And he walks away. And if you know anything about the story, Xavier and Cody were wrestling rivals in school, Olympic wrestling. They were both like undefeated, same weight class, different schools, fighting over the same girl. They hated each other. And Xavier's like, this coming from the guy that I went to school with, and all the stuff he did to me back in the day. If you don't know anything about that, go back, and they have interviews on it. Next, we have Seth freaking Rollins, Big Bird, who fucking skinned Grover from Sesame Street to make this jacket. Acting all tough when he's fucking Mr. Snuffleupagus. Okay, on to the next thing. He gets in the ring, and I love when WWE does this right here. The stats. I love this. 4-time WWE champion, 1-time World Heavyweight champion, 2-time Intercontinental, 2 US, 6 tag, Money in the Bank winner, and a Royal Rumble winner. I love when they do these things. I wish they would do this for everyone. And he's talking about Punk. He gives his side of the version of Punk. He's like, yeah, I did go back and ask him to train me. He goes, I do appreciate it. He brought me to the main roster. He gave me a job. He goes, he was a mentor. He goes, we were friends. Then he left. He goes, I texted him. I called him. You know what Phil did? He left me on red. He ghosted me. Pause. Seth Rollins hates CM Punk because he ghosted him like a teenage high school girl. Unpause. Then Sammy hits the ring. Seth's a little pissed. Sammy goes, listen, I understand last week you were a little out of it. But he goes, we both had things. We both said things that were little things. We ended up fighting in this ring. He goes, but I want to tell you, he goes, I am sorry that I accused you of attacking Jay. And then Seth's like, you should be sorry. He goes, without a thought, the first person you thought after you heard about it, you thought of me. He goes, and Sammy's like, I'm sorry. He goes, I'm going to stay out of you and Punk's business. I'm going to let you handle Punk the way you need to handle Punk. He goes, and I'll handle Drew the way I need to handle Drew. Are we cool? Seth goes, yeah, we're cool. Yes, Emma, we're cool. He said he's been friends with Sammy for 20 years. Growing up in Independence and Ring of Honor, yes, it's true. They've been buddies. As soon as Seth leaves the ring, Sammy cuts another promo on Drew McIntyre, and he starts walking up the ramp, and he is lollygagging, and then Drew attacks him, pretty much. We're getting a match between Sammy and Drew this weekend at Main Event. Am I looking forward to this feud? No, I'm not. Not at all. Next, we had another Intercontinental Tournament style match in the bracket. Valkyria versus Vega versus Ivy Now. Oh, it's so much better with these girls' names. Yes! Because they're on my TV. And let's be one straight straight. The women dominated Raw tonight. There were more women matches than anyone. And I love it. But I do not like who won. Valkyria won. So now Dakota Kai and Valkyria are now in the finals. And we've got Zoe Stark, Raquel Rodriguez, Kaden Clark, and then Abba Fire, Kairi Sane, and Talia for that. And then we will get our finals after those four girls meet up in the ring. Next, Kelly was trying to interview Xavier and Woods, and they basically like, I don't like the way you approach this about this because you're acting like we're in the wrong. He goes, but if you actually stop and think and look at it and you hear the boos, Xavier got a little pissed. He goes, you know what? And he grabs the camera from Stu. Stu is like the #1 cameraman in WWE. He's been there forever. Xavier walks through the ring with camera, sets it on the stairs. They try to cut a promo, and they got Dom heat. They can't talk. And I want to say this right now. Congratulations to Paul Levesque and these two gentlemen. They did something that Vince McMahon could never fucking do. Vince McMahon wanted the New Day to be a heel faction. And he enjoys comedy more. So he made these guys a comedy act. No one took them serious. The gimmick was never going to be serious. It wasn't supposed to be serious. Congratulations to those three gentlemen. Kofi, Xavier, and Paul Levesque, Triple H, for not only making them a heel, what they were trying to do originally, but giving them a serious story for it. Congratulations, you guys. I cannot wait to see what the dark days happens. Feel the power of negativity. I'm ready for it. Then the final match of the night. We got Mommy versus Raquel Rodriguez in an anything goes match. I enjoy that. She goes to the ring, and when Raquel was doing her entrance, Rhea gave zero. When music was hitting, Rhea was underneath this fucking ring, pulling out kendo sticks, chairs, you name it, throw it in the ring. As soon as her music hit, she ran up the ramp and started attacking Raquel. They went through the whole crowd. Liv came down, got interfered, so of course the Sky come down. Rhea won, and at the end of the match, they went to go pick up the belt at the same time, and you had the tug of war picture show. Yay. And that was Monday Night Raw, guys. In a nutshell. In a nutshell. Was tonight a good night? If you were on the women's division, it was a fucking amazing night for you because you got TV time. Male versions, not so much. This was just a build for Saturday's main event, and to let's be honest, something big is going to happen at this event. Something is going to happen. One way or another, either someone big's coming back, someone's going to interfere, and someone's losing a big title. They have made this thing so big, so huge, and something big has to happen. Thank you guys for listening to me this late. Me bumbling and mumbling and just talk, rambling. Thursday, 7:30-ish, right here on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. It's the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast. We are back with the week's episode. Myself, Jaquez, hopefully Jared will be on there, All-Star, Ginger, and Kimmy. I hope my brothers and sisters know that I love them, and I cannot wait to have that weekly conversation with them about our favorite topic of wrestling. I will have a video for Friday for SmackDown, and I will have a review video for Saturday Night Main Event. I have set up the stream. We're good to go. I have an idea for the first stream. Now I'm looking for the right person to bring on to have a conversation with. And also on the Wolfpack Wrestling Podcast, we are going to do a fan appreciation night very soon on the 150th episode. We are going to bring in some fans, and they're going to be on the podcast live in video and on the mic talking about wrestling. We may have a few in and out, but come join us. Come check us out. We're having a great time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and follow on all the socials in the description in the below. I appreciate everything you guys do for me, and I couldn't be more humble. So, as always, be good people. If you smell...
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.